It's time to hit the road and discover Texas with Annie Studebaker. Get ready to travel deep into the heart of the Lone Star State, meeting friendly folks and exploring fascinating places. Experience a way of life like nowhere else in the world as we uncover the rich history and culture of Texas. Discover adventure, discover excitement, discover Texas with Annie Studebaker.
Shaping a piece of fused glass and transforming it into an amazing piece of art takes skill and determination. Chester John and Elissa Beach, highly talented artisans and owners of Silo Gallery and Glass, have an amazing business that is located in San Marcos, Texas. In this episode of Discover Texas, we will see artistic craftsmanship at its best. Elissa will give us a tour of the facility and explain the process of fusing glass. I will also participate in a class that will teach us how to make a beautiful coral fused glass bowl. So let's get started and discover Texas together.
Hi, my name is Elissa Beach. I am part owner and a glass artist at Silo Gallery and Glass Studio. I've been doing glass for about 14 years. I started back in doing beading, and my plan was to become a metal artist. I was going to make findings and jewelry. I knew exactly what I was going to do. Well, when I turned about 50, lo and behold, I took a class and hated it. So I did not like working with the metal. I didn't like filing it. There wasn't anything I liked about it. So I was like, what am I going to do? I tripped on a glass jewelry class. And I went and took the jewelry class, and I loved glass. They couldn't get me out of the studio. So we've been in this new building for a little over a year now. We opened in November the 19th of 2016, and we're really grateful to be in this large facility. We welcome other artists to come in. We have classes. Most weekends we have classes. We can also do classes during the week. Frequently we have groups come in that come in and make projects all together. One time we had a group of 30 people in here. What a lot of fun. They all made night lights and sun catchers, and we had a ball. The studio is open and roomy. We were in the silo for about 2.5 years while we got the permits to build this building and get the architectural plans and everything set up. So it's all a work in progress, and soon we hope to remodel the silo and be able to use it again. It's a wonderful building. It's a landmark. It's been here since 1985. It was built in 1985 by Richard Petley. He wanted a roadside attraction, and it worked. To this day, we have people come in here to look at the silo because it's such a unique structure. So we're really excited to have all of the space to do what we want to do and make things, and have people in to make things as well. Right now we have 15 different artists in here, and they are very talented people. We have a glass artist, one of her pieces is up there, that's been doing glass for 40 years. Kathleen Ash, a fabulous artist, really wonderful. She teaches here sometimes. The woman who's teaching the coral bowls comes here and works. She works out of this studio because she travels all over the world a lot. She'll be teaching coral bowls here, the ones I showed you over here. She'll be teaching that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'll be doing the handkerchief vases. So we'll have a class for handkerchief vases starting on Sunday. We'll do a tour of the studio, and you'll be able to see some of the sculptures that we have. So let's go take a look around and see what we can see here in the Silo Gallery.
Old Hold on to your hat. We'll be right back.
Alyssa, this is beautiful. I know you made all of this glass stuff here. This is absolutely, tell me, how do you go about making something like this?
Some of these are just really, really beautiful glass that we get. This one right here, the long one, was made, we call that Saturday glass. At the end of the day, on Saturdays, they have to clean out the crucibles. And so the workers get to play. And they came up with this fabulous piece where they literally dropped molten glass down the sheet to create this pattern. A lot of this, what you see here, is the way we get the glass. This particular piece I made out of little strips of glass. And then
So you cut the glass.
I cut the little strips.
Did you lay it on top of the white one? And then it goes in the
Yes.
kiln? And then you
Yes.
put this in a mold?
In a mold, yes.
This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How
Just
long
simple.
does it stay in the kiln?
You know, it has to be in the kiln for 15 to 24 hours.
Wow, that's a long time.
And you have to do that twice if you want it to have a shape. The first time it comes out, it's going to come out flat, like this little piece. This is a little night light. You'll see them sitting around.
Oh, how cute.
You, of course, get the base and the light, but it's easier to set them up like
Yes.
this. But first it comes out flat. Then you take the flat piece and you put it on a mold. That's the shape you want it to take. And then it's in the kiln once again for 15 to 24 hours. And that's how long it takes for it to slump into the shape, and then it gets
Wow.
cool enough for us to actually take it out of the kiln.
How dedicated.
So,
This is
yeah.
absolutely beautiful work.
Thank
I
you.
love
Thank you
your
so much.
stuff.
We're really having fun. That's a fabulous piece too. It is, once again, it is pretty glass. And I'll pull it out
Look
here.
at that.
This is called iridized glass.
Wow.
And this is a wonderful, like a fish tray, a bread tray. I mean, I use them, you know, for serving. I like to
And
serve in beautiful dishes
did you
like
add
this.
the color, or you bought that?
This
the
one,
glass
once
color?
again, this has a metal coating, and the glass comes like this with the texture.
Wow.
So this, once again, is really pretty glass that we just get to cut up and create something.
This is
And
amazing
see, I've
because
done very
look at
little to this, but
the
it's
texture
gorgeous.
to it.
Oh yes, the texture is fabulous, and the colors.
Almost looks like
that
it's
you
just
see.
poured on there.
Mhm, I know, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so they've rolled that texture into it. And this is all
Amazing.
handmade glass, and it all comes from Bullseye out of Portland, Oregon, where they hand make this glass. This is sort of a milky colored glass. It's called opaline. And I put that with this white and clear color. And this is just simple. Let's see if I have anything
Simple.
that's
This
a
is
little
beautiful.
more. Here's one of,
Whoa, see
Yes.
there?
oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this is, we always say if it's well annealed. I've dropped some of the things on the concrete. And most of the time they're fine. Every now and then we lose one.
I don't want to touch another one. Don't go away. We will soon add more color to your day.
Hold on to your hat. We'll be right back.
Tell me about this piece.
Now this is once again this is called confetti glass.
Did you make that?
I did make this, and
beautiful.
This is one of my favorite glasses. It's called Aventurine Green, and you can see they had used that as well in here. And
That is so nice.
yeah, I love
the
working
mixture
with
of
this
colors,
glass.
very,
Yes,
very
the pink and the
nice.
green, so yummy. So you'll notice there are a lot of spoon rest. You'll see I have things sitting in a lot of the different. This is a larger one here, and then we have some incense burners down here. We have these are called coral bowls. I mentioned we're going to be doing that class, and these are the handkerchief bowls. Will be Saturday and then Sunday. So over here's some coasters and pinch bowls. See, we have these little pinch bowls that you can get. Over here is the phase 2 of, I was showing you that red bowl that you said was so heavy.
Yes.
So once again, this was Chester's playing. If you look on the back side, he has put 2 different colors of frit in here. And if you look at the very edge, you can see there's a blue layer and then kind of an amber layer.
Yes.
When you see the top, it looks green.
Wow.
And then you can see that the frit looks completely blue. The books say, once again, do not do this, but Chester developed a technique where
is neat.
yeah.
How it changes color.
Isn't that fabulous?
Amber and blue, and then
it's
it looks
just the
green.
light, and the light glass is one of my favorite
Wow,
things.
that is very, very
So
nice.
that's a fabulous piece. And here's our studio, our classroom, a little snack area. And in our classroom, we can comfortably seat about 10, 15 people. We have had 30 in here, and that was a lot of fun. It was a gardening group, and we made little night lights and sun catchers. And you're going to make a night light today, right?
Yes, that's
Excellent,
great.
excellent. So we're going to pick out which color we want to be our base. Now, when we do this, we're going to try to think of a couple of things.
Okay.
Do I want to see the bulb and the base through my night light? Or do I want to put some sort of decoration at that point so that I can't see? Do you know what I'm talking about? So when the light
it's
comes
not
on
as
at
bright.
night, yes, you may not want it to shine out as bright. So often I'll put something, a decoration or a
Yes, I
different
don't want it to
color.
be so bright.
So you could do like an opaque thing in the center, like you could do just a little piece of glass like that in
Okay.
front. Or you could do, were you thinking about doing a little flowers, or what were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking of making something for my little boy,
Oh, okay.
and he's
okay.
into the superhero thing, so maybe red, blacks, or blue. That's
Okay.
the color.
Yeah, yeah,
Spider-Man colors.
right. This is 1322.
That's going
See?
to turn red.
It changes red.
That's
This
interesting.
one will go to purple.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so this blue goes to purple.
Okay,
so
so,
that's kinda fun.
red and black, and I'll just.
Sure, you could put
What
put
could I
little
do?
designs on it. You could even put like red on. You could do a smaller little strip of the black and then put some red on that as well if you wanted to. There's a
Well,
lot of
I
things you
wanted
can
to do a little spider web like,
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
and that is it.
Okay. Show you another thing we have. It's called stringers. Looks like spaghetti.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah, so it looks like spaghetti, and you can use this for your spider web.
Okay, so we could do the red with the black web.
Oh, that too, absolutely.
Let's do that, and he'll
Okay.
just have more light. Can we do that?
Sure, sure
Okay.
you can. Sure you can.
How do you
Another one?
secure it in place?
Well, we're going to use glue.
Oh, wow, what kind of
Okay,
glue?
Okay, so we have 2 kinds of glue here. They're both it's called glass tack, and one is blue and one is pink. The pink one is really runny, and the blue one is a gel.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're trying to make things stay, or if
Probably
it's
the
heavy, you
gel.
want to use a gel. So the first thing you have to do is clean your glass, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're just going to take this, and I put it in here so I don't cut my hands. And I'm just going to do this for you.
Okay, that's
Right.
fine.
Show you how
We're
we
not
do
going to
it.
use this blue one, right?
No, I don't
No,
think
we're just
so.
going to do
You're going to do red. Okay.
red and the little black. Oh, he's going to love that.
There you go. So now we let it sit overnight. So the glue will set up, and when I pick it up,
You'll
I'll be
stick it in
taking
there.
a picture first.
Okay.
So if anything moves, I'll be able to put it back the way you intended it. But so for now, we're going to let it sit, let the glue dry, harden, so that I can get it to the kiln without messing up your design.
Okay, wonderful. We'll leave it there.
Okay, great.
Well, all my life I've always enjoyed glass work, but all my life I've been looking for a place like this to come and actually learn how to do it. And here it is. It's the most wonderful place to come. And they're so helpful. Every time you have a question, it's right there. They can answer it. It's beautiful. I mean, just I
Oh,
love-
beautiful stuff they have here, and I know your stuff is here too, so
well, and it's
I
been-
commend you for that. Beautiful stuff.
Well, they've helped me so much. I mean, it was just like, inside you wanting to come out, but yet, and then there it is. So
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hold on to your hat. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
Oh, it's
So this is my first kiln.
it's big.
Yeah, it's a good size. Yeah, I could do quite a bit in it, really. I was always very excited about what all I could
Are
get
you
done.
still using it?
Absolutely. I used it last night.
Wow.
Yeah, we still use it for small projects. It's nothing better. Like these were done by Lorraine Felton. They're little cactuses.
Oh my, how
Aren't those adorable?
cute.
So yeah,
Oh, this is the, okay.
yeah, they're little.
What's on it? What's
This
the powder?
is a release. It's called boron nitrite. It keeps the glass from sticking to the.
Oh, you put it on
thing.
there like a, is
Yes.
it powder?
It is a powder.
Oh, interesting.
And here's a pendant she did too.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Very nice.
Yeah, really pretty. And then I did these little hearts.
Oh, I love hearts. My goodness. Look at that.
Aren't those fun?
Yeah.
And I was experimenting with using just a little bit of glass just to see how small it'd get. Like that seemed about right.
I love that
But
one.
look at that, yes.
this. Oh, how cute.
So those are some little hearts I made. And this one even has a little hole in it.
So does this one. How
Yeah, they do.
cute.
They do. So that was my first kiln. This was our second kiln. I thought I was in heaven because we had this big old kiln, and we used it the other night. And this got powder in it too that we don't want to breathe or anything, but there's a little piece I did. Once again, rolled edges, some crazy rolled edge note. So this will be ready to be slumped. So we
And
can put
slumped means?
give it a shape.
Oh,
So we'll set it on a ceramic mold and we'll give it a shape. Now over here in this kiln,
the gigantic kiln.
this is a nice big old kiln. When we moved into the silo, this was our third kiln. We got this kiln. And we weren't going to get another kiln until we got into here. But this is an example of the handkerchief bowls we're looking at. This is how this is
so
done.
you have this cone here.
Yes, these are cocktail shakers, stainless steel cocktail shakers. And so we set the glass on there like this. And then when I open up the kiln, it looks like this. When I set it on the shelf, it looks like that. So,
Amazing. That is adorable. That is
Yeah.
very, very nice.
that
What
fun?
does this one look like inside? It's
yeah,
all
so
green?
this one, yeah. So this one is green on the inside.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's that Aventurin green. That's one of my favorite colors.
My, oh my. So now I understand how that works.
Yes, and here's some of the molds. So if I have this piece, I'll look through here and find something, some shape, and I'll figure out if I want it to be. See, that's a little more square than this is. It's a little oblong. So
This one probably.
that one might be better. Whoops, wrong one. Set this down. So I'm trying to get these organized. Eventually I'll get there. See, that might work nicely for that.
Yes.
It's good if it fits inside like this.
And then?
And then it will go into the kiln here. These are all set up to be slumped. So tonight, at the end of the day, I'll clean all of these, give them an extra cleaning, Here's a sweet one that one of our students made. She and her daughter came, and
So you heat it up, and then this flat,
this will take on the
glass.
shape of that.
very interesting.
That's cool.
That is neat.
Yes. And this lady's daughter did this one, which will be this spoon rest here.
Oh, okay, I
So
see.
you hold that up,
Yes.
and you can see that there's the spoon rest area.
Yes.
Isn't that fun?
Just have to be creative.
That's it. That's it. This is from the Fusing 101. Both of
love
these are
that.
from Fusing 101, and this was their stack dish project, which is just so much fun. She really did a beautiful piece with that. And then once again, it will go onto this mold and take on that shape. So, yeah. We heard about a studio that closed, and wound up buying these 2 big kilns. And we had all 5 kilns in the silo. So we didn't have a lot of space, but we had those 5 kilns, and we ran all of them in there too.
You have a beautiful setup here.
Well, thank you.
Definitely.
This room has a lot of special features in it, as do most of the rooms. We have air and water in the walls. So if you need water for, something, it's there. And a lot of times when you're coal working, you want to blow things off, and you need air in the studio a lot for that. And so you have that in there. Also, the bottom foot of the walls have hardy plank. And in front of the hardy plank is an RV, I think it's called RFP, I think it's RFP panel, which is water resistant, and it's all sealed. So if we wanted to, we could hose down the walls and the floor, and it would all go into the drain, because we have these trench drains throughout the building, and would go straight outside to the 3-phase filter. So we're not like spilling glass onto the grass or anything like that. But
And how hot do these kilns get?
now the kilns, these can get up to almost 2,000 degrees.
Wow.
We don't usually take them up that high. Most of our processes are going to between 12 and 1,500 degrees. And the firing schedule is rather complex. It's like an 8-step process, and each step you do like a hours temperature per hour. It's kind of like miles per hour, but we're talking about temperature. So we want to go 200, let's say 100 degrees per hour, up to 500, just to pick a number, and then we want to hold it at that temperature. And then the next one we may want to go faster or slower, or And it's an 8-step process to get it all the way, the heating and the cooling and anneal. And there's a certain point in there where you have to hold it to get your glass annealed. Otherwise, it will not be happy. It'll be unhappy glass. So anyway, yeah.
Very nice. Oh, wow. Look at the amount of glass they have.
Yeah, and there are places, we have suppliers that we get our glass from. This glass all comes from Portland, Oregon. It is handmade in Portland, Oregon. And it's a wonderful group of people. They started out as hippies years ago, and they wanted to do fusing. And they discovered that glass does not all fuse together. So if you take 2 pieces of stained glass and put them together and put them in the kiln, they will stick to each other, okay? And in that process, they're expanding and contracting. If they do that at the same time, all's beautiful. But if one of them is a different, well, there's several factors, but if they're not the same, if they're not compatible like this glass is, one of them will be ready to contract and the other one will not be there yet. And so it will literally break the other piece of glass. So,
Wow.
or they may fuse together, and then they're sitting out on the shelf, and one day you hear pink, and it just falls apart. So what we use is all compatible. It's bullseye, and it comes in different patterns and colors, and
Hey,
so
look at
we
that.
get to start out with some really, really beautiful glass. This is one of my favorites to use for sunsets.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that great? And here's one that we saw over
Earlier.
there.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
And see, this is called confetti glass. The little chunks are, and then these are called streamers, the black pieces in there, streamers. Here's the piece that is pink and black, which is really
nice.
isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
And then we have some that will change colors. Let's see. Oh, here's a purple one.
Wow.
And you'll notice that the different side of the glass is different.
And you could work with either side?
Absolutely. And sometimes that's the hardest part, figuring out which side goes up. So we start out by gluing pieces together. This one has been lightly glued, and you can see that some of them have come undone, but this is before. So if we put it in a kiln and it goes to what is called soft fuse, you'll see how the corners of all of this glass have softened up. That's called a soft fuse, or what we're calling soft fuse. Some people call it a contour fuse. This is a full fuse, and in this fuse, the glass has gone to syrup level and has completely melted together. When I run my hand across it, I don't feel the different pieces of glass. And so that's basically before, soft, and a full fuse.
This was an amazing experience. The quality, details, and color that were created by fusing glass were absolutely beautiful. Remember, if you're looking for beautiful and original handcrafted glass, or you want to learn the art of fusing glass, then Silo Gallery and Studio is the place to go. This is Annie Studebaker. Thanks for taking the time to discover Texas.